guys, welcome back to it. We are back live here for the ACS National Championships, Las Vegas, Nevada. We are joining a match halfway through women's advanced 8-ball singles. Jessica taking on Barbara. Barbara with a 4-1 lead. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help me out. Smash that share button. Let's get her rocking. Give the ladies some love as well. Oh, sorry. I guess I should send over the match. Good morning, Art. My apologies there, guys. Alrighty, finally got my YouTube channel up. So if you are watching on YouTube, I do have those chat lines open. You can put in any question and any answer. We have it on auto deposit, so once you do have it set up and you go to send it, it'll tell you that it's on auto deposit. You know what, Kevin? I am somewhat changing my opinion on that. Traditionally, I've always played with a wrap. As of late, I've been playing with a wrapless cue, and I gotta say, I kind of like it. I think I prefer that now wrapless over a wrapped cue. No troubles at all. So this is Barbara at the table. So the trouble on the table for Barbara is the 14 ball tied to the 7 ball on the right-hand side of the table. Sitting good on the 12 ball, 12 cuts to the top left-hand corner. Should put her nice and around for 13 into the same pocket. Yeah, and I've got, so I play with 2 different shafts, and depending on the table that I'm playing on, if I'm playing on the 7-foot table, I play with my Jacoby Black. If I do go to the 9-foot table, Overhit a little bit, but that will still work. She's got 12 into the right side pocket. If I play on the 9-foot table, I prefer the Bob Danielson shaft. But I can say traditionally I've always used a wrapped cue, and I think it was about a month ago, maybe a month and a half now, I started using a Jacoby butt that was wrapless, and I actually think I prefer it. Why the change? I've actually changed my cue 4 times in 4 months. Um, I actually sold 3 of those 4, which is why I changed. And the Jacoby that was available to me at that time was wrapless. And now that I've played with it, I actually find I enjoy it more. Sorry for the silence here, guys. Just answering a couple of questions online. The sport wrap. If you would have asked me that 3 months ago, I probably would have said yes. I would have enjoyed a sport wrap. Um, Now I'm really leaning towards no wrap at all, just a wrapless cue. Alrighty. No wrap, easier to clean. I never really minded cleaning, um, but for me now, I think it's more just the feel of the cue. Um, I had not really tried a wrapless prior to, but now that I've tried it, I actually quite like it. Very, very nice, Kevin. That'll be a really nice cue. You'll have to send us a picture of that once you get that into your hands. Lou, how are you, sir? Thanks for joining in again. And guys, if you are just tuning in, help me out, hit that share button. We got the women's advanced 8-ball singles. We have Jessica taking on Barbara in a race to 7. Barbara is leading 4-1. And Hamza, if we can not use that word, that would be great. I'm just going to delete that comment. All good, my brother. So it looks like we're in for a little bit of a safety battle, although Jessica has the ability now to get underneath that 3-7, or she can do what she's looking at here, play the 3 into the 13, use the 7 as a beach ball, and play safe. Welcome to it, Jeff. Thanks for tuning in. And hello, Joey. How are you? What is the CSL schedule looking like in the future? We will cover this event up until end of day Saturday. Following that, we have 5 days off. We head straight into 10 days of coverage for the VNEA World Championships. From there, June, I believe we will be covering, I think, the World Junior Tournament put on by the VNEA as well. June looks also a little bit dry for coverage, so we'll probably do a few local events in June, maybe some Q&As. July we have the Stampede Bar Box. And there was one other one in July that we were just asked about. So there's also a couple of NAPT events that hopefully we'll be going to. We will be streaming at Bally's, absolutely. Mr. Dempsey, how are you, sir? So it is the women's advanced 8-ball singles on the stream right now. This is Jessica at the table shooting at the 7-ball. I believe she's going to play safe here. Might attempt the bank shot, but I doubt it. We are not going to stream the BCA at Rio. That is put on by the BCA. BCA is also the owner of CSI. So BCA usually has CSI that does all their live streaming. And John, this is world standardized rules in 8-ball. You know, Chris, that is the best way to tune in and watch Q Sports Live is when you're at work. You get paid to watch. You know, it's a debatable answer to that. I've often wondered about the different skill levels between men and women, because at the end of the day, the cue doesn't know whether it's being held by a man or a woman. But you do get a few of the ladies that certainly will compete against the men. Siming Chen is one of those ladies that she doesn't mind who her opponent is on the table. Absolutely, Maria. We are here live all day, every day, up until end of day Saturday. Will I survive being in Vegas for that long? I'm sure I will. How does it work? Very similar to kind of a combination between BCA rules and VNEA rules. If they were to have a love child, it would be the world standard rules. You know what, Lori? I'm not sure what their contact information is, but they do have a website. They're also on Facebook, I do believe, and the CSI stands for Q Sports International. Anywhere in Chicago. There is one date that we will be in Chicago for the NAPT. I'm just not sure what that date is right at this particular moment, but I'll certainly find out for you. And I apologize, Maria Celeste. Typically, when I'm reading through comments, I skin the information, so hopefully you don't take that too personal. The USA Players League, very similar to BCA. A few minor differences in rule sets. It is definitely an interesting conversation regarding men and women and why it is not mixed. Very nice from Jessica there. And guys, don't forget, we do have the CSL viewer advantage. It is being drawn tonight. $20 per pack. That will get you in it to win it. It is for a JB case, 3x6. And of course, with the quality of JB cases, it comes with a lifetime warranty. If you do want in to win, qsportslive@gmail.com is the email address if you're in Canada. If you are outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page that you want in to win, and I will send you a message back with exactly how you can do that. Absolutely, John. We will be there. Hasn't come in quite yet, Deborah, but I've seen them take a little bit of time to get here. And for those that are sending in, it is $20 US on that JB case. And Jessica at the table. Just now starting to get a Fargo rate. That is a good thing. Mr. Map Attack, how are you, my good man? There is, not on the CSL Facebook page, that is on our website. www.qsportslive.com. That will have our event schedule. Although I'm not sure how up to date it is with all of those NAPT events. Shouldn't say to remind us to accept it. It is on auto deposit, Deborah. So it should be qsportslive@gmail.com. Yeah, and you'll find, Chuck, that your Fargo rating will bounce up and down and kind of all over the place. Once you get established, which is going to roughly be around 500 games in there, then it'll start to kind of simmer down and settle into what it should be. And my pin master, David Wilson, giving you the link to the Q Sports Live website address. Yeah, we don't even have the VNEA listed, so it has been one show after another as of late, so trying to keep up to date with our event schedule has been a touch challenging. Yeah, it may be that it's just in queue waiting. I have seen it take up to about an hour. Little bit overshot from Jessica there. However, she does have the bank side into that right-hand side pocket. Thanks, Vernon. We appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, that's a good Fargo rating to have, for sure. And you are correct, Wayne. APA will never, ever, ever go to the Fargo rating the same as ACS and CCS. Oh, I'm sure it'll come in before then for sure, Deborah. Fargo rating and the golf handicap. Both good goals to have, Sarah. Fargo rating, yeah, they've was started by Mike Page in Fargo, North Dakota, which is why it's called a Fargo rating. And since starting it, they have certainly grown to become kind of the world standard. Well, hello, Eldon. How are you? Chuck, you play 8 and 9 ball. That's good. Golf game is my handicap. How about the Tap League? I'm not sure whether Tap will go to Fargo rate. They may. You may have played in a couple of events earlier on where Fargo rating went back and was able to capture some of your performances, which is where you get your Fargo rating from. That kind of varies, James. I've seen starter ratings at 525. I've seen them 420. They kind of bounce. I think it depends on the geographical location that you join in from. What about Napa? I don't think they will. Generally speaking, you won't find any of the bigger leagues that are out there joining the Fargo rated system. Part of that is because when Fargo first came out, they made a deal with the BCA and gave them exclusive rights to it. So one of the comments from one of the other league owners was, why would I join Fargo rating when Fargo has offered an exclusive agreement to my competitor? So that is why you probably won't see any of the larger leagues joining in on the Fargo rated system. Yeah, they certainly went back a long ways, Jim. It gets a little bit tough to kind of put numbers to that, Evan. Typically, when you're talking about an APA or CCS or one of those that use the 4 to 7, max 9, um, your master player, depending, can range anywhere from a 640 to about a 700, maybe a touch better. No, we don't mind that, Alan. We don't mind people taking their time. I'm not sure whereabouts this is within their bracket, but they want to be sure, and there's nothing wrong with being sure. So 8 ball for Barbara here. Nice shot, puts her at 5. John, if you're in Canada, email transfer qsportslive@gmail.com. They are $20 for my Canadian viewers. If you are in the USA, send a message to the Q Sports Live page and I'll respond back to you. Yeah, and that's why I say, right, it's really tough to kind of compare the rating systems from one to the next. And you are 100% correct, Arthur. These valleys were refelted and recovered just before the start of play, and they are lightning quick. Depends how many games do you have in on your Fargo rating, right? Again, before you get established in Fargo, your Fargo rating is going to jump. So minimum of 500, but really you want to have 1,000 games in on Fargo before I would consider it accurate. Hey, Jason, we are doing well as always here on Q Sports Live. If you are just tuning in, guys, we are at the ACS National Championships broadcasting out of the Tropicana Hotel in the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada heat. It has been beautiful weather since we've been here. Yeah, so with 4 games, your Fargo rating would certainly not be accurate. Any word on Ryan? Yeah, he's back at home out of the hospital and getting himself into a regular routine, which is what health-wise he needs to be doing. David, so I started the match this morning at 9 a.m. We had a really, really good match. Was Michael Cullimore, I believe, is who I played this morning. He ended up beating me, and then him and Ben played, and Ben won on the hill. So Ben is still in, and I am on the other side. It's not a website, Facebook. And now Jessica approaching the table. Playing it safe, sending it down to the other end of the table. She's got that 6 ball pretty locked up. And Barbara with the one ball up, down to the bottom left-hand corner. Myself and Michael had a really, really good match this morning. Sorry, it's Mike Hutchison, not Cullimore. So Mike Hutchison and I this morning had a really, really, really good match. I had the opportunity to kind of bring it back. He was on the hill first, and I had an opportunity to get on the hill to go hill battle. Unfortunately, I missed the window for the safety, and he shot really, really well. He ran 4 out of 7, 4 out of 7. I ran 3 out of 7, so really, really good match. You are more than welcome, Kyle. Ryan made the trip down with us here to Vegas, and then had a couple of complications happen with his diabetes, and needed to go spend some time in the hospital. And he's much better doing that back at home in Calgary, opposed to doing that here in the USA. So we sent him on a flight back home, and that is what a team is for. Both Ben and I said, look, we got it covered. Go take care of your health first. There may be times where we're going to need you to reciprocate. So we told him, go get your health better, and he did just that. And sounds like we will get a little bit of an earlier day today. There is a pool party for the pool players tonight. So I do believe last matches are scheduled for 6 o'clock. They may run a little bit beyond that time, depending on how people are playing. But around about 6 o'clock will be final stream of the day today. We'll pick it back up again tomorrow morning, starting at 9 o'clock. That is for the Team 9-ball event. Nice shot from Jessica there. Barbara at the table now. Sorry, that must have been Barbara's shot. I thought Jessica had played it safe there, but this is what I get for bouncing my eyes up and down between my phone answering comments on the page and comments on the live feed. Yeah, it was just a complication of those diabetes, so we are equally as glad he's back home and doing well, getting himself into a regular routine, which is what he needs to do. And Vegas, when you're putting in the kind of hours that we put in on a live stream and attempting to eat healthy, it's really not conducive for trying to get yourself better and on a regular routine. Absolutely, Mike. We're both playing in the 9-ball teams, and we're both playing in the 8-ball teams. Barbara with the miss. That'll bring Jess to the table. She is shooting the high ball, so I believe that's the 14 ball. We are not playing on the same 9-ball team. We are playing on the same 8-ball team. Yeah, it's tough. We put in a lot of hours, and it is day after day, especially when you're in Vegas. This event is. When did we start this event? Saturday, I think. It is Saturday. So 7 days of wall-to-wall coverage, a lot of talking. So typically towards the end of the day, my voice starts to get a little bit hoarse. And then we've got 5 days in between, and then we go straight into the VNEA, which is 10 days of wall-to-wall coverage. So Mr. Francis did unfortunately just lose. And Jess is going to try to get back right about where she was for, wow, having no table love this morning. So that will bring Barbara back to the table with ball in hand. So you'll probably see her play the 6 ball to the bottom right-hand corner. A hit and a stick. 3 ball to the top left. A little bit of a floater shot for the 5 into the right side pocket. So she'll go the other way. Shooter's choice on that. Did I happen to run into Batman? No. And I didn't even get the picture that he said he was going to send. All right, so Jess now at the table with ball in hand. Wants to play this so that her final ball, she can shape the 8 into the top right-hand corner. Sounds good, Greg. I'm assuming you're commenting about the viewer advantage JB case. Nice little draw shot here. Got to watch that side pocket, though. Just overhit a little bit. I don't know if that'll cut past the 3 ball into that top left-hand corner. If not, she can play that off just the right side of the right horn. Sorry, the left side of the right horn. And overtake the pocket. Indeed, just came in, Deborah. And good luck to you, as well as everybody else that does get in on the JB case giveaway or contest. Very well done indeed. That has now been sent back to your Facebook Messenger, Deborah. Not that I've seen, Eldon. And that did just come in, Greg. I'm going to have a look at that. Wow, is that real? For those that are wondering what I'm looking at, what I'm talking about, for some unknown reason, we got on to the creatures of Australia, and Greg said he has a picture of a was it 3 or a 6 foot bat? Because this thing is absolutely a monster. Looks like Dracula hanging. Crazy. No, thank you. Be kind of cool to see one, though. I'm not as worried about the bat as I would be spiders. Me and spiders do not see eye to eye. And good afternoon. How are you, Rob? I think that's done every 3 years, I think. A 6 foot wingspan, man. That's crazy. Thankfully, it's a fruit eater indeed. I couldn't imagine that thing could carry away small children. Yeah, I'm not going to Google pictures of the spiders. Not happening. Really nicely run out table here, potentially from Jessica. 1 ball into that left side pocket. Nice little pocket weight follow through shot for the 8 ball into the right hand side. She could also stun that in there depending on her angle for the 8 to the top right hand corner. Looks like follow it is. Your daughter's leaving for Australia tomorrow afternoon. Wow. Tim, how are you, sir? Very nicely done. Jessica says, don't count me out yet. That was a really nice out. And for those that are wondering what we're talking about with this CSL Viewer Advantage, we are giving away the JB case. You are purchasing the $20 Viewer Advantage pack. That is $20 US for my Canadian viewers. The JB case is a 3x6, and obviously with the quality of what JB case offers comes with a lifetime warranty. If you want in it to win it, qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. If you are outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I will respond in kind with how you can get in to win. That draw will also be done tonight. Maybe she'll cancel and stay home. I doubt it. And somebody was asking earlier about Georgios and how he was doing. He's sitting beside me. What's happening? Give us the update.
I'm on the match to get into the hot seat.
Semi-final A side. Congratulations, buddy. Shooting good. Repping Canada.
Thank you.
More specifically, repping Calgary.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Table 83 at 2.
Table 83 at 2 o'clock. Get her done. Hey, thanks, Greg. Thanks for tuning in. And guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Hit that share button. I know it is a work day, but that's the best time to watch Q Sports Live. You get paid to watch. You can't get better than that. And if your boss catches you, you bring him in. You let me know. I'll give him a shout out on the stream. Maybe plug the business. That'll cool him off. We'll get him addicted to, or her. And then you'll be all good. Then you can kind of sneak up to the boss's office. Both of you can watch from there. Thank you very much, Deborah. If you went to Australia, go check out the Australian Zoo. Absolutely, I wouldn't mind doing that. Maybe even check out the coast. That's kind of a must-do when you're in Australia. Although, I have to say, for whatever reason, I have a somewhat fear of swimming in the ocean because they got sharks in there. Not a big fan of that. Now we're talking, Terry. That's what we're looking for. Shared to Mission Pool League. Thanks, Deborah. Much appreciated. Yeah, I don't think crocs are in the ocean though, James. They might be in the rivers and so on and so forth, but I don't know if they're in the ocean. If they are, then I'm definitely not going in. Yeah, thanks, but no, I'm good. I'll go into, I don't know, my knees in the ocean, but it's got to be a sandy beach. They are on the East Coast. Yikes. Right on. Thank you very much, John. Linda sharing to the page in Langley. Much appreciated. Myrtle Beach area. Good to know. Stay away from Myrtle Beach. No jellyfish, of course not. Those jellyfish get eaten by the sharks and the gators or crocs. I don't want to become a jellyfish. I'll take pictures of somebody swimming in the ocean, but that would be about it. So with that miss there, that does give Jessica the table to make it a tie ball game. And they are going to take a quick little break. So with that being said, we'll put up one of our sponsors here. It is Jam Up Apparel, the shirt sponsor for Mr. John Mora. He is also sponsored by Q Sports Live. And the shirt that you see at the top right hand of the screen is also the limited edition Q Sports Live Jam Up gear that will be available up until the final broadcast of the VNEA. Once that final broadcast is done, those shirts are no longer available to be purchased. They are an amazing price, $55 US. Those are available on the Jam Up Apparel website. Once you get onto the website, you'll look for the CSL tab. In that section is where you're going to find those shirts. I believe we will be streaming some of the finals area. That's for certain. We will be there. So I think I'll take you on a little tour of the room that we are presently sitting in for the ACS National Championships, Tropicana Hotel, Las Vegas, Nevada. In the back, just behind the tables there, you'll see the Omega booth. They are one of the larger sponsors here for the ACS Nationals. And there's a few more booths down that side of the room. There's all the tables on the left side. On to the right-hand side of the room. And I'll see if I can get you in to show you the JB Cases booth. I'll try not to zoom in on people. So that is the JB Case booth set up in the back there. And of course, all of the tables down the right-hand side of the room. We have Hustlin' USA in the house. And then in the second room, back here, we have even more tables. Total of 116 tables here at the ACS Nationals. Hello, Jerry Cahan. How are you this fine day? Yeah, I'll have to, Carla is the one that takes after the website with our event schedule. However, we've been extremely busy and haven't really updated her on exactly everything that we have going on. So it is a little bit out of date. We'll try and get that accomplished here between the break, between the ACS and VNEA show. Joey, Ben just got beat out, so he is on the commentator side now. He's just gone up to have a little bit of a dinner break. Which I will also need to do at some point. I had a banana for breakfast, and that's not cutting the mustard right now. So it is Jessica at the table with the table looking like she can bring this to a tie ball game. Yes, until the 9-ball teams. 9-ball teams start tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I so need a Keurig, Jerry. A Keurig with some Tim Hortons K-Cups would have been a very, very nice treat. Of course, we were all rooting for him. Well, hello, Bob. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. And just out of curiosity, guys, where is everybody tuning in from? And also, if you are new to Q Sports Live, first-time viewer, let me know. I'll give you a shout-out on the live stream. I do know for next year, although Steph is coming down for the VNEA, and I'm probably going to tell her to bring the K-Cups. Sounds like a rough time, Terry. Absolutely. Arkansas in the house, Illinois, BC, Calgary, Quebec, Minnesota, Langley. Mr. Barton was supposed to bring coffee maker. Newfoundland, Ontario, Boston, Pennsylvania, Medicine Hat, Nova Scotia. Tassimo is better, perhaps, debatable. Regina. That a boy, Chris. Central Illinois. Paul, how are you, sir? Houston, Texas in the house. And of course, Lonnie, we will always do our best. Deborah, Abbotsford, Mission. Pennsylvania, USA. Enoch. Eldon is in the washroom at Red Lobster. TMI, Eldon. TMI. Ontario, Canada, North Bay, Moncton, New Brunswick, Calgary. We are all over the map. Jessica with the 8-ball to bring us tie ball game in a race to 7. Very well done. She was down 5-1 or 5-2 at one point. Showing the heart this morning. Chicago in the house. How are you, John? And while they're racking here, guys, I will throw up one of our other sponsors. It is Bob Danielson Custom Cues. It is the home of the Sweet Spot 360 low deflection shaft. That is the shaft you'll see Ben Francis, myself, and Ryan Epp all using here at Q Sports Live. Phenomenal hitting maple shaft. You can get a hold of them, bdqsandcomics.com. Barbara now at the table. Mike Williams, how are you? Any new viewers to Q Sports Live? I saw everybody post where they're viewing from. Any new viewers, or are we all trained viewers with Q Sports Live? Scott, we will indeed be in Niagara Falls, Canada for the APA CPA border battle. And I do believe they will have Florian Kohler, the Venom, back doing his trick shot show. Viewer advantage this time around, Jerry, is for a JB case. She's a beaut. I'll throw that up here real quick. This is the one right here. $20 US dollars for my Canadian viewers. QSportsLive@gmail.com if you want in it to win it and you're in Canada. If you are outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I will get right back to you with how you can get in to win. It is a 3x6, and of course, with the quality that you can expect from JB Cases, comes with a lifetime warranty. Right, Terry? 7 months since Terry has been a Q Sports Live addict. Just got off the boat from China. You're new today, but I have seen you on before, Jerry. But welcome back to it today. Austin, Texas. Longtime viewer. We appreciate it, Glenn. Perhaps the new viewers are keyboard shy. So if you are a new viewer to Q Sports Live and you want to follow along with us in the future, very, very simple to do. Go on to the Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Hit the like button on the Facebook or subscribe on YouTube. By doing so, when we do go live, you will be notified. You'll have the option to join in on the live stream, have a little bit of fun, and hang out with us. And we certainly appreciate it. Absolutely, Alan. All JB cases come with a lifetime warranty. If ever I had to recommend a case, that's the one I'm going to recommend. From the quality, not only of the material, but all of the parts, the zippers, all of those things are phenomenal, phenomenal quality. We actually just got our JB cases 2 days ago, and the ones that come with the backpack straps, phenomenal. Love it. And just so everybody is also aware, I know my longtime viewers, they are very well aware of this fact. For us to promote a product, whether it's a case, a cue, or what have you, it must live up to what the claim is. If it doesn't, you can't be on the live stream. Everything that we put onto the live stream must live up to the claim. Not sure of the score in Stacy's game. It is very, very difficult to keep track of anything but the tables that we are streaming on. And even that sometimes can get a little bit tough to do, keeping track of all the comments both on Facebook as well as YouTube, plus all the messages to the page. I do believe you have been about a year and a half, Jerry. I think you first started watching us when we were in Nanaimo, BC. Tim, absolutely. Long-time viewer for Q Sports Live. We certainly appreciate it. I believe you have hit the 1-year mark as well, Paul. Maybe a touch over that. And we certainly appreciate it. We got some of the best viewers out there. Q Sports Live just hit a milestone here maybe 2 weeks ago. We crossed over the 32,000 followers on Facebook mark. And for that, we have to give a shout out to all our viewers. We've got the best out there. You just keep sharing, helping us out, and we certainly do appreciate it. Do the cases fit in the long overhang? They don't, Rob, and none of the cases that you would bring your pool cues in, you're not allowed to bring them on airlines anymore. They must be checked baggage. The 4x8 double strap, exactly the same one I have, Bob. Phenomenal stuff. Absolutely. We are the same ones to cover the border battle. That is the CPA APA border battle. David, I would say you're probably 18 months, if my memory is correct. You know what, Autumn? I'm not sure if this is the hot seat or not. I don't have my CompuSport up on the computer. Yeah, no carry-ons allowed anymore with your queues. They must be checked baggage. But absolutely a phenomenal, phenomenal case.
Side final indeed.
It is the winner side final, Autumn. North American Airlines started making you check your queues back in the early 2000s. Wow. Yeah, you've got a couple of nice little things going on for yourself there, Jerry. That's for certain. What time is the draw tonight? The last match. So whenever the last match finishes tonight, now it is a little bit of an early night from what I'm being told. There is a pool party for the pool players tonight. I do believe the final matches are scheduled to start around 6 o'clock, and depending on how things schedule out and fall out with how people are playing, hopefully it starts right around that time and that we're not behind. Absolutely. Smart way to do it, Sarah. Yeah, Jerry, I got to tell you. So I have a 4x8 backstrap, and it is shocking to me how much of a difference those backpack straps make when you're carrying around a case. Phenomenal. Are we going to stream the pool party? It's funny you mention that, James. Ben and I were talking about that exact option. There is Wi-Fi out there. We may indeed end up streaming a little bit of the pool party tonight. I will do my best to accommodate the streaming of the pool party for the pool players. So Barbara at the table with a chance to go to the hill first. Have you noticed your countdown has started? I have not noticed. Where's your racehorse? I got action. Ben is standing beside me. I think he's in debate as to whether he wants to put on a headset.
10 more minutes to recuperate.
He says he needs 10 more minutes to recuperate from losing that last match.
Tell Todd it cost me $100.
And Ben said to tell you, Todd, that it cost him $100 to lose that match. You're getting married next week. Paul, man, congratulations. Or my condolences. One of the two. Just kidding, buddy. Congratulations. Send us a couple of pics if you would. I know you're probably going to be busy that day, but a couple of days later prior to heading off on your honeymoon, send us a couple of pictures. Love to see it. And we wish you absolutely all the best. And we do thank you again for all the continued support. Barbara at the table with a chance. Go Hill Hill, 2 rails back round, 5 ball left-hand side pocket. Or the left-hand corner pocket, depending on the distance she travels. Sounds awesome, Paul. Exciting times. A little bit overhit there by Barbara. Long kick off the top rail with a back cut on the 5 ball to the right hand lower pocket. If she can accomplish that, that'll send the cue ball in the right direction to put the 8 ball either in the right hand side pocket or the top right hand corner pocket. Well, tell her we said hello and that we wish the happy married couple all of the best in the world. Fully deserve it. Collides with the 15 ball first. That will bring Jess to the table, ball in hand, with a chance now for her to get on the hill first. Gotta love the heart that she's showing here. Not willing to give up. I love to see that. So you'll probably see Jessica take this 15 first into the bottom right-hand corner, position herself with a little bit of angle for the 10 into the top right. And if she can stay to the right of center on that, that'll put her cue ball naturally on the left side of the table for the 11 into the bottom left-hand corner with the 8 going to the bottom right. Bought the farm. And guys, once again, if you are just tuning in, help me out. Hit that share button. Share to your own personal page. You never know which of your friends is a closet pool junkie. Needs to come on to Q Sports Live and get their fix. She's going to play this a little bit differently than how I thought she would have. Still will work out. It is the shooter's choice how they want to run it out. I can simply suggest what may happen. Final stun on the 11 for the 8. That's how I would have done it. Very, very nice. Another little controlled draw shot off the left side rail. We'll put that 8 ball to the bottom right-hand corner. She's looking good here to get on the hill, and you gotta love the heart she's showing. She came back from a deficit of 5-1 at one point. Beautiful shot. Eight ball to go to the hill. Beautifully done. Jessica to the hill first. Gotta love the heart that she's showing. And we'll throw up one of our other sponsors here at Q Sports Live. It is Jam Up Apparel. They are the sponsor of course, Mr. John Mora, who is also a sponsored player of Q Sports Live. A couple of shirts that you're going to find on the Jam Up Apparel website under the CSL tab. The one on the top is a limited edition. This is the one. It is a limited edition Q Sports Live Jam Up Apparel colored shirt. It is not a vinyl transfer. You get the quality when you go to Jam Up. It is sublimated. $55 US, beautifully priced. Only available up until the final broadcast of the VNEA. You'll find that at jamupapparel.com under the CSL tab. Absolutely, I have to agree. But we'll see if Barbara can battle back. And why not? Let's go hill, hill. Absolutely amazing looking shirts. That is what you can expect out of Jam Up Apparel. They have some of the most amazing designs, and Oh, Benny is sporting Jam Up Apparel. I didn't even notice. Where did you get this from? What? Look at that. Beautiful shirt. And you can expect that out of Jam Up Apparel. They have men's, ladies, children's hats, hoodies, collared shirts. Some really exciting things coming out of Jam Up Apparel. I can't divulge that right now, but some pretty exciting things coming up. Yeah, Ben keeps showing me his shirt. I want one. Unfortunately, we don't have any of them with us. They are special made and limited availability. So the only way to get them is to order them through the Jam Up Apparel website. When you go to that Jam Up Apparel website, you'll search for the CSL tab or Q Sports Live. That's where you're going to find them. And once we are done with the final broadcast of VNEA, that will come off the offerings that you'll find under the CSL tab. You won't be able to get them anymore. And the price point, I don't think you can beat it. For a sublimated polo shirt, 55 USD. If you go on to any of the other apparel companies, you're going to find them. They are a little bit more than what that would be. Terry, we will have one of those announcements. It's not the large one. That large one's going to take a little bit of time, but once we have it all kind of ready and all the I's dotted and T's crossed, we will absolutely let you know because I'm itching. I'm itching for it. But we will have one of the bigger announcements here for the VNEA. I do believe it is moisture wicking material, Paul. They are about as comfortable a shirt as you're ever going to find, which is what Jam Up I think is known for. Very, very, very wearable clothing. It's actually done by Damien Pong Panic, a very, very, very high-end player. So Jam Up Apparel is made by pool players for pool players. So they know exactly what it is that we're looking for. Damien probably has a Fargo speed of around the 680, 700, I believe, is his Fargo rating. So very, very well accomplished pool player. So he knows exactly what it is that we're looking for in pool wear. And the designs of them are phenomenal. Unfortunately not Regis, but I'll tell you, they are an amazing looking shirt. They are sport polos. You got it, Paul. And you can't beat it when it's a combo of Jam Up Apparel and Q Sports Live. Look at this, Barbara looking good. She is in control of this table. I can't quite tell the angle that she's got on this 6 ball, but she should be able to draw and play off that 14, but you've got to hit this with a really, really controlled pace. Other option is to do what she was looking at, draw on the 5 ball, slide the cue ball down to the left side just on top of where that 6 is and play the 6 into the right-hand side pocket. Nicely done. So now she's going to have to put a little bit of a stroke on this ball. 6 ball again into that right-hand side pocket, but she's got to be able to draw off that 13 and have the cue ball just about where that diamond is on the left-hand side. That'll put the 8 ball down into this bottom left-hand corner. I'll tell you what, the ladies are putting on a show. They know the cameras are on and they are playing amazing. Really well done. Wow. Absolutely perfect. She even got on top of that 8 ball. We are going hill. What a run. Absolutely a beautiful shot. Bringing the heat. I love it. And once again, guys, limited edition from Jam Up Apparel. We also have the CSL Viewer Advantage. This will be drawn tonight, $20. If you want in it to win it, qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're in Canada, outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I will get back to you with how you can get in to win. That is for an amazing JB case, 3x6. And of course, with the quality of a JB case, you get the lifetime warranty. Yeah, you can't ask for much better than this. Both ladies showing some heart. Jessica down 5-1 at one point. Barbara showing the heart right back at her. To get this match hill. And Mark, that is your absolute right to do it. Nobody is forcing you to be here, sir. If you don't want to be here, you're more than welcome to exit. Maybe try to exit, come back in if it is an internet connection issue. The power shot from Jess at the table. And looks like she is going to play the 11 ball maybe into that left-hand corner, past that 6 ball. Oh, she's just going to try to take over the pocket for the 6. I don't know if she got there, though. I think that 6 ball might pass. She might be able to play that 6 just off that left-hand horn. Mr. Pete Robertson, how are you, my good man? Thanks for tuning in again. Adelaide, Australia in the house. He may not understand pool. That could very well be. From the way that that was written, it did not sound like the positive way that I think he meant. They said 6'5", Jess? What? Oh, no. I have to correct the score. It is 6-5 for Jess. I must have added 1 game to Barbara. My apologies, guys. It very well could be that, James. It just didn't sound to me that that's what he was trying to say. But if I'm wrong, I am more than man enough to say that I would sit corrected and apologize to that man. If it is simply an internet connection, simply back out, come back in again. Jess with the chance to close the match out. I won't say she's toast. You got to be really, really, really careful with this shot. 15 into the 13. The 15's gonna want to track back up table. Unless you can slip the 15 by the 13 ball. Use the 6 as a stopper, but you're going to cover up a little bit of that 13. 11 ball into the top right and shoot whatever window you have, depending on where the 6 tracks into that 13 ball. Text does have no tone, and that is part of some of the difficulty. That being said, the way that text read out didn't seem like the right way. However, if whoever it was that made that comment, if that's what they meant, I will certainly be the first to apologize. I'm man enough to do both. Yeah, it depends on the angle. You don't want to brush off the right-hand side of that 6. And it's really, really touchy. These tables play really, really quick. So when you take this 15 past the 13 and bump that 6 ball, it's going to track or want to track more towards that 13 ball. Oh, beautiful shot. She played that to perfection. Took it off the 13, controlled the weight, controlled the 13, and she is sitting pretty here. Yeah, and that's kind of the way I read that, Paul, but again, if I'm wrong, I will be the first to apologize. Wow, Jess looking really, really, really good here. From down 5-1. Arlene, I was corrected on the score. Ben Francis did a score check for me, and I was wrong on the score. It was not Hill. It ended up being 6-5 in favor of Jessica. Yeah, that's right, Andy. It would have been 4-1. Tony, can I answer your question? Sure. What question is that? I don't see a question. Tony, where are you? I'm looking. Unless you sent in a question to the page, then yes, I can certainly do that, Tony. Yeah, I don't see a question from you, Tony. Well done, Jessica. Down, I'll correct myself, down 4-1 because I had the score wrong. From down 4-1 to a 7-5 victory. Showing the heart. You gotta love it. Can you get good backspin from a Kamui medium hard? Yes, you can. A lot of that has to do with your stroke. Any backspin has to do with your stroke. The tip will certainly add to that, but the key to getting good draw is definitely all in the stroke. So hopefully that answers the question. So with that being said, guys, both of our tables I'll show you here are sitting blank. Once again, I'll throw up our viewer advantage. I'm going to run this a lot today because it is a one-day draw. It will be done tonight after the final. It is $20 US per pack. If you're in Canada and you want in to win the beautiful JB case, qsportslive@gmail.com is the way to do it. If you are in the good old USA and you want in to win, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. I will get back to you with exactly how you can accomplish that. And we will do that draw live on the stream tonight at the conclusion of our final stream. So with nothing on, I'm going to do a quick shutdown restart. We'll get set and ready for the next group of matches. If you haven't done so already, guys, make sure you've gone on to the Q Sports Live Facebook page or our YouTube channel and either click the like or subscribe button. By doing so, you'll be notified when we do come back. You'll have the option to join in on the live stream again. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the Q Sports Live staff, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes when we got the next set of matches ready to rock and roll. Thanks again, guys.